So a few weeks back, this bloke Xander, a fellow YouTuber and adventure frother who I'd never met before, slid on into my DMs and asked if I'd be interested in going on a canoe trip with him, as he'd recently bought himself a $1 canoe at an auction. Yep, that's right, $1. So yeah, going into the bush with a bloke I'd never met before, what could go wrong? So we hatched a plan and head to the snowy mountains to spend 3 days canoe camping at a beautiful lake, full of fish, surrounded by big mountains, and not a soul for miles. How's your paddle, mate?
Probably not as nicely as yours, but it's going alright. I'm actually facing backward.
It's such a big canoe, but I can't believe you picked that up for $1.
Yeah,
it's so
sick.
good. Yeah. So we come to it's really nice alpine lake. I haven't been here before. I've had this place on the list for so long. So when Xander said to come down here, I was like, this is a perfect opportunity. Although it's pretty cold, it's quite nice paddling. There's not much wind around and no one on the water either. Hopefully the fish are biting. Should be a good trip. So I'm going to be fishing with a little Tassie Devil. I've never used these before, so shall see how it goes. Such a sick spot. I've obviously had this place on the list for so long, like at least the last 2 years. And for some reason I've always put it off. I don't know why. But actually it feels really good to finally be here and paddling it. It's got such cool mountains. Even though it's overcast, it's really nice and glassy, especially in this little corner. And not a single person out in the lake. Really, really nice. Now all we need is a nice little trout to cook up for dinner. I'll just pull it over for a quick leak. And man, what an awesome spot. Although I think campsites are going to be few and far between, eh? Like all along the banks here, it's pretty slim pickings. Like there's a few little sort of small flat patches. But yeah, nothing's really sort of stood out just yet. We'll keep paddling and we'll see what we find. Well, she's definitely not warm. It's pretty cold today. I would love for that sun to come back out. I haven't really had many bites. I had one strike just before, but yeah, not many. Right, we're on. Got a big strike. Nice. Oh, nice rainbow. Oh, beautiful, mate. He's a cracker. Oh, don't lose him, don't lose him. Oh, mate, that is a cracker. That's probably the biggest rainbow I've ever got. That is a stonker. That is definitely the biggest rainbow I've ever got. That is a beautiful fish. You can see all the really nice silvers in that. All the pinks as well. Oh, I am so stoked. That is an absolute cracker.
That's a beautiful fish, dude.
Mate, dinner is sorted. Just goes to show the old Tassie Devils work, mate.
Yeah, the Tassie Devils.
I was just trawling that behind through here. Alright, let's put you out of your misery, mate. But yeah, it's just hit about 3:30 and the winds started to pick up as well. It's getting bloody cold as well, my hands are freezing. Also looks like might have some weather rolling in. So I think we're going to try and punch in, try and find a camp pretty soon, which might be easier said than done because campsites around here are pretty slim pickings. Like the banks are really steep, so there's not really a whole lot of room to camp. But there are a few sort of like creeks coming into the lake. I'm hoping sort of like around where the creeks are, there might be a few little flat spots. So yeah, fingers crossed. Very nice. I think we found ourselves a really nice little camp. I'm seeing lots of sign of animals. So like, it seems like there's these big sort of dirt patches where either a horse or deer is sort of wallowing around. There's quite a few sort of little game trails come down as well. So wouldn't be surprised if we have a few visitors throughout the night. Alright, so for tonight we're going to rock the new Alton Walkabout swag. Bushcraft. Alright, so I'm going to try something I've never actually done before, but the idea is I'm going to butterfly this and take out the spine and the ribs, and so that way it's a boneless fish, and then we're going to cook it over the fire. Like I said, I've never done this before. I've watched a YouTube video, that's about it, so we'll see how we go. So I think you've just got to cut through the rib cage. Alright, so I've just cut down the spine on each side, so you've just got the spine there, and now we've just got to cut that out. I think it's meant to be easier if you use scissors to sort of cut the spine out, but we don't have scissors, so this will do. So there you go, that's the spine. Alright, so I've cut the spine out. Now I've just got the rib cages on each side, so I believe we just got to try and run this knife underneath the rib cage and just cut that out. Cool, so there's one rib cage, so there's no bones in that side now. Let's do the same to the other side. Alright, sweet, so now there's no bones in that. I'll get him on the fire. Alright, so just going to grate the potatoes for the rosti. Now these are already pre-cooked, they're like probably about 3/4 cooked, so it should make it quicker to cook once you chuck on the fire. Kind of falling apart, eh?
Maybe we weren't supposed to
Pre-cook it.
Yeah.
Well, that's alright.
That's sweet.
That's sweet, yeah, that should be right. Alright, so we'll just separate that into two and just make two little rosties. Oh man, this is going to be a disaster. this is going to...
As long as it's a tasty disaster, I'm fine.
Oh, this is going to fall apart. What do you reckon, mate? Not going to win any prizes for presentation.
I can see where you were going with it.
Yeah, I know. My heart was in the right place, mate. Yeah.
Like that bit looks...
Yeah, that looks good. No, this is a work in progress. It looks shocking. It's basically just mashed potato now.
I'll have the second one. This is the guinea pig.
I don't know if there will be a second one, mate.
Well, it's been a hell nice arvo.
Yeah,
It was funny, like when I was driving and I was coming down the last three couple of bends, my phone's like 4 minutes away. And I was like, just about to go camping for 3 days with a dude I've never
stranger.
met. Yeah.
That's
and like,
funny, that ain't.
I reckon I had like a decent idea of your personality from the videos.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's still weird.
It's still weird, yeah, I know fully, man.
Like,
is this guy gonna like kill me? Or like, what's gonna happen here?
Maybe. If you outfish me tomorrow.
Yeah. So we just got some dukkha. We'll just sprinkle some of this on. Alright, so I'm just going to make like a creme fraiche sauce to go on top. So yeah, just got some creme fraiche. I've just got some thyme. Just a little bit. I'm just going to add some lime juice. Right now, just give that a quick stir. Now, I've never actually made this before, so pretty keen to see what it tastes like. Alright, time to dish up. The Rossi didn't quite work out as planned, but it's still not too bad and actually tastes pretty good. So I'm not going to win any awards for presentation, but as long as it tastes good, that is all that matters. Nice little garnish. Mate, that actually looks pretty good, eh? I thought it was going to be an absolute disaster, but it actually looks good. There you go, mate.
Thanks, mate.
What do we got? A bit wobbly. Well, first we've got a beer.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Now, I haven't made any of this before, so
We couldn't tell.
how it's going to taste is questionable, eh? But it looks bloody good. It smells good too, so.
It looks mental. Well, the Rosti's approved. The sauce is approved.
Yeah, well, that sauce is actually quite nice. Oh man, that sauce tastes good.
It's like almost,
Wow.
It's like a tzatziki or something. Like,
Yeah, but it's like, wow, it's really nice.
no, I back it.
Apparently you can have that in meat, and apparently it's meant to be good.
I reckon with like lamb.
Yeah,
That'd be mental.
that's really nice. Yeah, even the Rossi, like, considering it looked absolutely terrible in the pan, actually tastes pretty good. Honestly, that sauce, I highly recommend you guys try that sauce. That is delicious. And the dukkha as well. That dukkha is so good. Dukkha makes everything better. Not bad, mate. Not bad for a first night.
Pretty good. Well, that's a good sign. That's a good
Smash
sign.
it, mate. Smash it.
Alright, we're probably just going to clean up. Check in shortly. Camping cocktails. Alright, we're out here with Scotty. So I've used his taste to inform tonight's cocktail. So what we're going to do is a highball, which is whiskey, soda, and lemon. So I know Scotty likes gin and tonics, and so this is like similar kind of refreshing vibe. Very popular in Japan.
Oh, nice.
So that's what we're going to do.
What do you call it?
Just a whiskey highball.
Whiskey eyeball.
Yeah. But I reckon if you like gin and tonics, you like this.
Yeah, I like pretty much anything.
And then just squeeze and then just chuck the wedge in there.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
mate.
Cheers.
Cheers, love.
What do you reckon? It's pretty good,
Pretty good. Yeah. I never usually go for like whiskey kind of cocktails, but it's quite refreshing, eh?
It's like light.
Yeah.
Because you associate whiskey with like being this like
Yeah,
heavy,
really strong.
heavy kind of thing.
Actually, whiskey in Cloudy Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Have you ever had that at Shetty Pines?
Nah. There's a bar in Cronulla called Blind Bear, and it does it best.
Yeah.
Yeah, whiskey and Cloudy Apples. Nice, mate. Well, tomorrow night's my cocktail.
Alright,
I'll bring that out tomorrow night.
Alright. What are you rating it out of 10?
Like a 7?
Okay.
6
7
or
it
6
is.
or 7? Well, it's just a bit of a miserable morning this morning. It's actually meant to be sunny today as well, so hopefully this cloud burns off and we actually get some sun a little bit later. Yeah, we had to chuck up the tarps before we went to bed last night because it started to rain, and so glad we did, otherwise everything would just be absolutely soaked. We've had a bit of a snooze this morning. I was in absolutely no rush to get up. It's about 8:30 now, so I'll probably start packing camp down pretty slowly, and we'll get some brekkie into us and we'll jump back out in the water. I'm not quite sure where we're meant to be sort of ending up tonight. Like, we potentially could come back to this spot, but there is another spot just around the corner we want to go check out. But we also don't want to be too far of a paddle for tomorrow, like getting back to our cars, because we've got a massive drive tomorrow. So see how we go today. If we can't find anything good further upriver, we'll just come back here. Alright, so for brekkie, we've got some homemade muesli. It's got some strawberry yogurt, some milk, some banana and some kiwi fruit. Kiwi fruit with the skin on, because that is the way real men eat it. Oh, so good. Back at it. Just changed my lures over. I've been using the Tassie Devil. I haven't really had too many strikes. I only had one strike a bit earlier, so I'm just going to change over to a little spinner. I'll see if we have any better luck with that. Well, the sun started to pop its head out, but so was the wind, eh? We're just going to make our way around this head here, and there's like another little arm just over here that we're going to go check out, and hopefully that's out of the wind a little bit. And I think there might be a potential campsite at the end of that as well, so we'll go to the geese. I don't know how Xander's going to go with his 17-foot canoe. Like, I'm starting to struggle in this thing. Alright, so I've just pulled up the canoes in this little beach here. I'm just going to figure out what we want to do, because it's getting pretty windy out there, and it's just in Xander's big canoe, it's just so hard for him to paddle. He just keeps getting blown all around the shop. So we're just going to have a quick bite to eat for lunch, and then we'll figure out what we want to do, because there's still a pretty decent little paddle to the spot we want to get to. Not quite sure just yet, but we'll have a quick bite to eat and we'll figure it out. Alright, so for lunch today, what do we got? Got a Cliff Bar, got a little oat slice, and trusty old barbell biltong. And also, that 10% discount code is still running on the barbell biltong, so I'll leave the discount code in the description below if you guys want to get your hands on some. Like I said before, it's such good biltong, so if you like your jerk or your biltong, then I would highly recommend trying it out. Like, if you guys can see that, but it's so bloody good. Alright, let's do it. So I managed to come with this little arm here, and it seems like the wind's died off a little bit, which is good. I also hooked into a really big fish. I didn't manage to film it, but as I was sort of trying to steady the boat because I was getting blown all around the shop, I was trying to reel him in, and unfortunately he got off, but I think it was a pretty decent one as well. And I literally just went out to cast then, and as I went to close the bail arm, the bloody line snapped. I have no idea why. Maybe the line got caught in the bail arm or something, but anyway, the line snapped, so I've lost my favourite Tassie Devil lure, which is a bloody shame because that was pretty much the only lure that seems to be producing the goods this trip. But on a brighter note, how nice is that background? As we sort of came around the corner here, the mountains around here just like, it just rose up. There's even a little waterfall on one of the cliffs back there. Very beautiful landscape, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll just make our way down to the end of this little arm. I think I can actually see it from here. I think there's looks like a pretty flat spot. We might be able to camp up there. So yeah, fingers crossed. You on? Yeah, yeah buddy. Oh, sick mate. Far out, this is such a sick little spot. Got a nice little river flowing into the lake there. There's also a big waterfall on the cliffs up there. It's hidden behind the trees though. And man, have a look at this bloody view. This is such a sweet spot. Then just hooked into another fish as well. Mate, very, very stoked with this. Very stoked. And the sun's out too. How good. Mate, welcome to paradise.
Oh, hello.
Alright, well camp's all set up, but how's this? So somehow this lake is actually rising. I don't know how it is, but this was all dry before and it's yeah, completely underwater now. This is a dam, and like it did rain a little bit last night, but not enough to sort of rise it that quickly, so I don't know what the hell is happening, but we're thinking that we should be pretty sweet up here. Like we feel like it's probably going to come like up to probably around about there. So I might move my swag up a little bit further, but I think sort of that section up there should stay dry, hopefully. You never know, we might wake up in the middle of the night and have to barrel back to high ground, which over there we can camp, like worst case scenario, but such a sick spot, we really don't want to leave this day. So anyway, it's probably about time we get out in the canoe and go for a bit of fish, because yeah, currently I don't have any dinner, so I need to go get something. Alright, so just got a minnow trawling behind me. Spewing I lost my Tassie Devil. That's such a good lure. It's pretty much like every fish that Xander's caught has been on the Tassie Devil as well. And what a spot. Those mountains are so sick. Such a cool spot. Well, not having much luck with the fishing. Actually, you know what? It's time for a nice little cerveza. So I got a Mountain Culture cold IPA for tonight. Not a bad spot to enjoy a beer. Cheers guys. That is a good beer. That is a very good beer. How's the glass off?
So beautiful.
It's so nice right now, eh? Man, I haven't got a single bite, eh? But Xander caught a nice rainbow just before and he's kept it, so at least I'm sorted for dinner. So Xander just got back to camp, it's over there. and he went to go get the other fish he caught earlier today, which was underneath a piece of bark, and he can't find it. He honestly can't find it. He thinks maybe an eagle came and got it. That's insane. It's either like an eagle or a goanna or something. Probably an eagle. So it looks like we got one fish for dinner now.
What the f?
Well, that eagle's going to be eating pretty well tonight. So I guess I'll stay here for a little bit longer then?
I think so.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, this bloody camera. You're kidding. I just hooked into a fish. Unfortunately, bloody busted off. Took my lure as well. Just when we needed one. Spewing. I think that was my fault as well because I was trying to muck around to get the GoPro going, and I think I kept too much tension on the line. The things I do for content, eh? Just focus on getting the fish. Especially when you don't have any dinner. Oh mate. Alright, we're on. It's not quite the target species. Man, that is tiny. That's like the world's smallest redfin. Ew. That's all I can catch today.
No nudie run, that's good.
Yeah, right, it's tiny. What do we do with him? Do we keep him? Like, you're not meant to release him.
You gotta kill him.
Yeah. Like, do you cook that up? Give it a go, yeah. I don't even want this small though. He's tiny, like literally. Redfins are very invasive fish in our waterways, so even though he's tiny, I think we'll still keep him, cook him up. Here's the fish that Xander caught. Honestly, still can't believe that like an eagle or something came and took the other fish. Like, that's actually pretty insane. It must be an eagle, because it could have been maybe a goanna if it was like attached to the land, but they wouldn't have swum across. Eagle.
I've seen like 20 eagles and I haven't seen a single goanna. Plus we're on an island, so...
Yeah, still a pretty decent size, and we'll definitely do this for dinner.
Use them as live bait.
I just had a quick little cast off the beach again. Just got another little redfin. It's pretty small, because redfin are really tasty, but these guys don't have a whole lot of meat on them. But I'll probably still probably keep him, and we'll chuck with the other one, and at least it's a half decent feed.
Get a lemon. Alright. That's a bit better.
What?
No,
No. Alright.
Try that again.
Do it again. Camping cocktails. Alright, so tonight we're going to be having a, bloody hell, what's the name of it? Amaretto.
Sick.
Yeah. You've had them before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bloody love amarettos. So we've got the amaretto in this little bottle, and we're going to mix it up in the Nalgene bottle too. We've got some sugar syrup in this. We've got some egg whites in this little container. Just got some lime juice.
Fish is pretty well done.
Is it? Yeah.
You get that on the big jobs. How good is this? Camping cocktail from Scotty himself.
Never made an amaretto.
We're going worldwide.
Good little shake. Now I've absolutely butchered the ratios, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it's still gonna be good, but some frothy. Now ideally we'd have some ice, but we unfortunately ran out. And you can't have a amaretto without some cherries. You like this?
Yeah.
Those cherries?
Yeah.
These are so good.
This is great, dude.
I think this is like my favourite cocktail, eh? The missus makes this all the time for me. Cheers,
mate. Thank you. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's like real desserty.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
yeah.
If you like sweet cocktails, this is like the best. I'm a sucker for like a sweet cocktail.
I'm a big fan of that.
Hey, it's so good. Now this is living. Freshly caught trout,
Freshly caught trout,
amarettos, on a little
cocktails,
island in the middle
private
of the lake.
island.
Not bad.
Alright, we might enjoy these, but okay, hang on. I'm giving it
Oh yeah, what's the rating?
an 8 out of 10.
Oh, nice. Till next time.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. That's great. Actually, really do like
Yeah,
it.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet. Alright, I think these little redfin are done. Just gonna chuck some duker on the trout. They were so nice last night with it. Probably should have done this before we grilled it, but oh well. Alright, we're just gonna chuck some of that creme fraiche sauce we made up last night. And these guys are so small. Literally like little fish fingers. Let's dig in, mate.
Yeah.
Have the redfin first or the trout?
I'm gonna do the redfin first.
Yeah, I might give the redfin a go. Honestly, that sauce, absolutely love that sauce. Oh,
Yeah.
That's probably a good way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fish finger. The red finger is great.
Yeah, it's a tasty fish.
I swear there's another bird doing it, not that one.
Yeah. The bird whisperer. Oh, there he is. Well, it looks like we found our trout. Xander came across it this morning. Looks like an eagle definitely got stuck into it. It's gone for its eye and its organs. But it's interesting it hasn't gone for the meat at the back, which is, yeah, really strange. This goes to show like all the nutrition is probably in the organs. So he definitely had a good feed. It's like, yeah, right next to camp too. Lucky eagle. Man, what a morning. There's like not a breath of wind. So nice. It's about 8 o'clock as well. We've got about a 12-kilometre paddle back to the car, so I think we'll probably get some break into us and then I'm going to get camp back down and get back on the water. Hopefully it stays like this. If it stays like this, it'll be such nice paddling back.
I wonder if our lives were written down. If every day we lived were read aloud. What choices we would make, what risks we would or wouldn't take. Oh, if our lives were written down. I wonder if we'd lose our boundaries. Would money lose its grip of slavery? Somehow the poorest days I've known, I was living blissfully. Oh, so money, you can't have your hold on me.
Right, fish on. Although I've lost my paddle. As I was trying to turn the camera on, the paddle fell in the water.
Fish on!
You want to grab my paddle on the way?
Oh, it's a paddle.
You fell off. Ah! Yeah, as I was trying to turn the camera on, my paddle fell overboard. Honestly, the amount of fish I've lost before while trying to turn the camera on, too many. So just come around the corner here onto the main water body. And yeah, there's a pretty strong breeze. It's actually whipping up a fair bit of chopping, some little waves. This canoe handles it really nicely. It's just to see how Xander's going in his $1 canoe. Alright guys, I think it's a wrap for this trip. We're almost back at the car. It was actually a pretty nice paddle. It's like a 13k paddle just then, but having that tailwind was so good. Oh, you on?
No way!
No, you snagged.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm snagged.
Oh, that would have been so good if that was a fish,
This is
mate.
a fish.
That would have been so good. We had a few hookups on the way back, but they all got off. Oh well, mate. Till next time. But man, the fishing's been pretty fun this trip, eh? Like, that first trout we hooked in was absolute stonker. It's honestly like the biggest fish I've ever caught. So
That was a good fish.
yeah, and man, like the campsites as well. I thought the camping was gonna be pretty tricky around here, but man, we got such sick campsites, especially last night. That was honestly like, couldn't beat it. Have your own little private island. That's where to do it.
With fish out the
With
front,
fish out the
like
front.
a little creek running down into it. It was
such
perfect.
a sick trip. So, also guys, check out Xander's YouTube channel. He's got some really cool videos up. So have a gaze at that, and we'll definitely get you out on another trip, eh?
Yeah,
This is
keen.
definitely the first of many, mate.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
hope so.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah,
Thanks,
sick.
mate. Cheers,
Mate,
brother.
awesome. All right, guys, hooroo.
Cheers.